Okay, so quick video. So Mephisto is in the MCU finally.
I like you, Riri, so you can call me Mephisto.
And then no one cares anymore. Oh boy, so yesterday or this week, the MCU announced that Mephisto is in the MCU and he is part of Ironheart. This reveal comes not really as a surprise because there's a guy in the Ironheart show who has powers related to Mephisto's powers. So this doesn't really come as a surprise that much. It just comes really out of left field and not in the good MCU left field way. It just comes out of left field and just hits you in the face and you're like, oh, that happened. So basically it got announced. It was pretty much a big reveal, one of the biggest reveals in the MCU recently because it's such a historical, such a S tier kind of villain, you know, with so many storylines, so many plot points where he is like so important to so many things, so many popular and also very, very polarized and controversial storylines such as that of Spider-Man, obviously, where he meets Mephisto and all this stuff, right? Whatever, I'm not going to get into why Mephisto's great. He is. And he's in the show and no one absolutely cared. Man, what are we doing? What are we doing? It just feels so weak and so unexpectedly like people start to feel like, oh, well, you finally got Mephisto, man. You were complaining all the time about it. Now you finally got Mephisto. Well, no, we didn't get Mephisto. We got Mephisto not out of like reward or like storytelling. We got it because he's fucking here and because they need us to watch the show. They want you to watch the show, and they're not gonna do that out of merit of the character of Ironheart or whatever. They're gonna do that by fucking taking characters that you love and that you know and the big S tier enemies, and they're gonna put them in and they're gonna stuff them in, man. Fuck the story. Just put the character in. I don't know, man. It just feels like so weak, and it was such a weak reveal. And honestly, man, it just feels like it's like a crush that you had when you were in high school per se, and you declare your love to her. You're like, I love you, man. And then she goes like, okay, and never talks to you. And then on prom night, you're like, oh man, she's gonna come in, she's gonna fucking, you know, and then she doesn't say anything. And then you're like, fuck. And then you keep going. And then when it's graduation day and you're like, oh man, maybe tonight is the night. And then she doesn't say anything. Slowly, you're gonna stop caring, man. And then 20 years after, in the fucking graduation, whatever, like remembrance, the fucking obligatory high school reunion 20 years later, she's like, oh, I loved you all this time. Man, there was a time where I cared, and there's a time when I don't care, and this is the time where I really don't care. I'm happy that he's in the MCU, obviously, and I feel like there is some potential here with this reveal, obviously, but it just feels a little bit cheap and weak, and honestly, kind of surprised that they even do this in a show like this, just to get us watching. But nobody's still gonna be a lot interested. There's a lot that are still not interested. The clip of him revealing himself is going around, but really the show is not being watched, and it probably is gonna go up a bit in audience because this is such that big of a reveal. But well, it just kind of wait and see. But god damn it, man, why now? Why it's such a low point? But whatever, that's it for it. Thank you guys.